The design for our abandoned house project is finally ready. But let's rewind to remember how it all started. We found this plot of land on February 24 of this year. When we first saw the house, we knew this was the kind of project we needed in our lives. It was a cold, rainy day, but when we saw the view of the valley with the bridge behind, we just knew. This house was the one. It was exactly what we were looking for.
So, we bought the house a few weeks later, and 7 months on, we're here building yurts and structures, putting down our roots. However, our main focus is the abandoned house. We sent our inspiration for the house to a local architect, and ever since he's been working on the design. But now, let's go back to the house to show what it's currently looking like and why we need to demolish everything to start from scratch.
The original plan was to actually restore this house. But after showing the architect the house, he said it's not going to be worth it. So let me show you around and show you what I mean. So this is how the house looks today. And the first thing that the architect said when he arrived was that the huge cracks on the side of the wall are going to be a massive problem. But this is only the beginning of the problems. The other thing about this house is that there's no structure. The pillars supporting the house are actually quite good, these big granite concrete pillars. But the rest of the house and the corners are made from these bricks just put together. There's no pillars, there's no beams, it's just bricks. Another thing is that the first level of the house is so small. So as you can see, this is the first level and I have to duck to get in there. And then on the second floor, there's so much space. So the measurements and how it's been calculated are really bad, but it doesn't stop there. The last thing is the roof. The roof of this house is pretty much already fallen down. When we took you inside, you could clearly see that the roof beams were rotten and the whole roof, the tiles were bowing. I think all it would take is a good gust of wind and that thing's on my head. So to finalize everything, the fact that the structure of the house basically doesn't exist. There's cracks in the walls, the roof is falling down. It's really not safe. It doesn't make any sense for us to restore this house. So the best option is to demolish everything and start from scratch.
Our inspirations came from the places we traveled and houses we like. We've been to Bali and we really like the architecture in there. We also been to Scandinavia and the architecture there is really amazing. So we wanted to do like a mix, but you also need to consider the place that this house is in. We have a lot of trees around the house and just a few neighbors that are really far away. So we are really private. And we are also in a valley, so there's not much sun exposure in here, especially because of this big tree that is right in front of the house. So we organized all of our inspirations and put in a file and sent to the architect. We told him that we need a lot of glass, like 50% of the house on glass, as well as open space. Just a few walls, we want everything there in one place, as well as wooden deck and indoor-outdoor living. We want to see the outside by living inside. But one of the most important things, the house has to be minimalist and small, because we can't pass 130 square meters here in this project. So we needed to fit 2 bedrooms, both en suite, in a 130 square meters house. Okay, we sent all of these ideas, and after 3 months, the project was ready. Let's take a look.
And now, 6 months later, on the 13th of September, the architect called us in to show us the final design of the house. Guys, we've just arrived at our architect's office because we're just about to go in and see the design, the 3D project of our house for the first time. I am so excited, like honestly.
Yes, me too. The architect is putting the expectations up to the moon.
Yeah.
And I don't know, are we gonna be really realistic if we don't like something, or if we like something, adjustments? But he did it really fast, in 2 months.
Yeah.
He did the project, that was quite fast.
Yeah.
But we trust him. Let's see.
Let's see. I'm so excited. Excited?
I am excited.
Let's see.
I am excited. Let's see. We were so anxious and excited to see the project design. He started by showing the blueprints first. To be honest, we were so shocked to see the comparison between the old house and the new concept he presented. It looked incredible.
And if that wasn't enough, he made us a 3D model of the house. He said it's been over a year since he made any 3D model for our house, but ours deserved it. We were feeling overwhelmed and so happy with the final design of the house. We absolutely love what he presented us. We even celebrated with a shot of liquor that he bought for us.
We got super happy when the architect showed us the project. And now we're gonna show to you, but with one difference. We have the house here behind, so you can see the before and the after. So I'm just gonna hide myself over there and let you to appreciate the difference. So this part of the house is the first angle that you see when you come in the land. So you just park your car over there, you walk over here in this part, and this is the first angle. So this is the before, and this is the after. Because this is a 2 floors house, the second floor has the 2 bedrooms. And this is not the main entrance. The main entrance is on the first floor, which is down there. But the architect made a second entrance, like an alternative entrance, directly to the bedrooms. And it looks quite nice. We have the deck here, and one of the bedrooms that has a nice view to the nature, which is right here.
Coming down these steps, you start to see the different angles of the roof and the house itself. So depending on where you're looking at the house, the angle and the perspective changes. This was a really modern, new concept that the architect suggested for the roof, and looking at it now, it really elevates on the front side of the house, the double height ceilings. So from this angle you're seeing now, we are walking down to go into the main entrance of the house. But this isn't the best part. Let's go down and have a look.
This is the entrance of the house, the main entrance. Like I said, this house has 2 floors, and this is the first floor. Here is the before, how the house looks now, and this is the after. The difference is huge. The first thing you notice when you come is the double height ceilings, which brings a lot of indoor-outdoor living. You have the social space outside with the deck, the pool, and social place inside as well, with the kitchen, the living room, and a lot of privacy because of the trees we have here in the land. This for me is the best angle of the house.
As you can see, the biggest difference is this part of the house. As you can see now, this is the only window that sits on this side of the house. And obviously our design, we're gonna have a huge double height ceiling, all glass.
In this drone shot, you can see another angle of the house, which is the side of the house facing the view, the valley. This is the before and this is the after. The difference is huge. Half of the house is glass. The other half, we're still deciding what type of material we want, if it's wood or anything else. And here's also some other pictures of the other angles of the house. It's super small house, it's only 130 square meters, super compact, but for 2 people, it's great.
Here are some pictures for you guys to get a better idea of what it's going to look like from inside of the house. Like I said, we love the open space, we love open plan, so having the kitchen as the heart of the house really makes sense. And as you can see, the double height ceilings with the glass makes all of the difference. We're losing some space upstairs, but in the end, I think it will be really worth it.
You can see how the open space makes the first floor huge, because you need to be creative to make more space in a 130 square meters house. And the open space fits very well with this project. Unfortunately, we don't have pictures for the second floor of the house, but you can see on the plans how the architect placed every bedroom. There is one bedroom that's facing the house itself and has this and this view, and the second bedroom have the view for the other side, and they both have bathrooms, so they're all en suites. Now people have some questions. How much is gonna cost? How long it will take? Are we going to live here? And are we doing this all by ourselves? So how much it's gonna cost? Here in Portugal is an average of 1,000 euros for every square meter. So because this house is 130 square meters, it's gonna cost an average of 130,000 euros. How long it will take? We have no idea, but the architect said it's an average of 2 years to make this house. Are we going to do this ourselves? Yes, we're gonna try to do the most ourselves. Of course, there are a lot of things that we can't do by ourselves, but we're gonna try to do the most. And this will bring the cost down a lot as well. And the last question, are we going to live here? Yes, we plan to live here. We're doing this for ourselves, but we have no idea in the future if you want to move from Portugal to somewhere else, we can as well put this on the Airbnb. But for now, the idea we're designing and doing for ourselves. Like I say, it's gonna take 2 years, but we're doing a lot of projects in between. Like now, we're just doing the yurts. We're gonna do like some cabins, some cool stuff, some saunas in this land. This is a huge land here in Portugal that we bought, and we are learning everything from scratch. So make sure to subscribe, because now, guys, it's weekly videos. We're gonna meet every week here in this channel. So see you next week.